up? This is Adam French, founder of Emote Design, and today I'm going to be talking about building a resilient mindset for social entrepreneurship. Serving people through social entrepreneurship is not easy. I've worked with hundreds at this point of social entrepreneurs, and it takes a lot of mental fortitude. So these are the patterns that I've seen within myself and in others that make for resilience, that make for persistence, and that make for just really enjoying the process of serving the world through entrepreneurship, which is really what you should be doing. So the first trick to build a resilient mindset is to fall in love with the problem, not your solution. Social entrepreneurship is about solving problems for society. It's not about your solution being amazing and being on Forbes and you being the person that gets all of the fame, money, whatever. If you get too attached to your specific solution, you're going to find things getting really sticky. You're going to find yourself having to sell people a lot on what you're creating. You're going to find yourself feeling like you're pushing uphill because you're not evolving with the problem that you're trying to solve. So if you fall in love with figuring out the problem that you're solving and exactly why it's happening, who's affected, and exploring that, then the solution will almost come to you. The insights will come to you, and you won't have to push your solution on the people that you're trying to serve. So that's number one. Fall in love with the problem, not your solution. Number two is to serve yourself first. We can get really caught up in serving other people, and that's beautiful. It really is. But at the end of the day, if we're not filling ourselves up with joyful human activities like eating good food, like hanging out with the people we love, like doing sports or moving our bodies, if we don't live a life outside of our service, you can definitely blend those activities with your service too. But if we don't cultivate that life outside of our service, and if we don't fill our cup and feel secure in that we have enough finances, we have enough emotional support, we have enough food, water, safety, etc., then it's going to become almost impossible to serve other people and it's going to burn you out. So, serving yourself first is really about asking, am I creating these solutions from a stable foundation, whether that be emotionally, financially, socially? The more stable your foundation in all of these different categories spiritually, the more foundation you have in all of these categories, the easier and more effortless your service is going to be, and the less the roller coaster of entrepreneurship is going to take an emotional toll on you. Because I said at the beginning of this video, this should be fun. You should be having fun. Like, it shouldn't be a struggle every day. Yes, it should be hard work, but that doesn't mean it can't be fun. And if you serve yourself first, you will make sure you are approaching that work with a full heart, a full body, a full soul, etc., etc. So that's number two, serve yourself first. Number three, the answers are found in the people that you are serving. So this one's a little bit more complicated than the first two. It kind of ties to falling in love with the problem. That also means fall in love with the people that you are serving and get to know them beyond how you've gotten to know a group of people in your life. Because the people around the problem, the people dealing with the problem, the people whose job it is to solve the problem, they are all ready to give you answers. They are all ready to give you momentum if you work with them. I see a lot of people who are like in their lab, they're secret, they're doing this thing with them and their team and they're not bringing people in. And then they launch and there's no momentum. And that's because they weren't working with the people that they wanted to serve to create the solution. Right now, I'm creating a subscription offering and I'm interviewing people and I'm making it a chance for them to co-create the solution. Will I create it exactly how they told me? No, but I'm involving them in the process. I'm involving them in the process before I go and build some super complicated thing, right? One person that I talked to, Luca, he is building a green energy solution, and it's really intensive. It has a lot of infrastructure, and he spent 2 3 years just researching the people in the problem space, loggers, gas buyers, all these people along the supply chain. He talked to all of them. He got insights from all of them. And so he can go to market with a confidence that he's already had these conversations and they're willing to pay this price for his product. And so he has that certainty that only comes from getting answers from the people you serve. So this is a mindset thing because we can really get wrapped up in the I'm going to be alone and look for inspiration in myself. And if you have a spiritual practice in spirit, and there's definitely room for that. But at the end of the day, you have to hone your intuition. You have to hone the data that you have available by going out and connecting with the people you're trying to serve and the people who are also in the ecosystem. So if you're working with education, you want to connect with the students. You also want to connect with the teachers. You also want to connect with the superintendents. You also want to connect with the admins, right? So that connecting with everybody in an ecosystem around your problem will give you a much clearer mindset in how you approach your solution. And it'll also give you a lot of momentum where people are helping you, people are supporting you on the way, and you can get their buy-in along the way as you build things. Say, hey, would this work for you? They're like, yeah. You're like, cool, I have a customer, or I have a potential customer. And that really helps on the way to get that validation on your idea. It makes you feel more confident. It makes you launch with more momentum. So that's number 3. The answers are found in the people you serve. 4, and the last one that I'll talk about for this video, stay patient and forgiving of yourself. So a lot of the societal problems that we face today, climate change, mental health, education system being fucked up, these things are urgent. But that doesn't mean that you have to rush to get everything done. Most of the time, the best solutions that end up lasting the longest are the ones that only emerge after a period of time attacking a problem from different angles, from different entry points. After you get the different entry points, you're able to get a fuller perspective of the problem. And the thing is, it takes time to approach a problem from different perspectives or entry points. So throughout the process, maybe even every day, just say, I am patient. I appreciate the work I did today. And forgive yourself if you're not making the progress that you want to. Because I'm always like at least a few weeks behind, maybe sometimes months or years behind my initial estimate of when I'm going to finish a project. Always. Always. So I always have to forgive myself for not hitting my unreasonable timeline because I'm an impatient person. So I'm going to set timelines that are not reasonable. And a lot of visionaries are like this as well. So give yourself the time, give yourself the space to create a solution that is truly impactful, that is truly world changing, and you will see it change the world over time. If you rush to make that happen within the year, within the next 2 years, and the next 3 years even, you're going to constantly be frustrated, and all of a sudden you're spending your energy on frustration instead of serving the people that you wanted to serve. So that's the last one. Throughout your journey, stay patient and forgiving. So these are just some mindset tips for social entrepreneurs. I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some peace. I hope you can go and practice these in your life and business moving forward. If they helped, please send me a message at adam@emote.design. I really hope this helped y'all. To review, fall in love with the problem, not your solution. Serve yourself first. The answers are found in the people you serve. And stay patient and forgiving. Peace.